Hey everybody, I am Zach and I am here at Lighthouse Christian Camp in Smithville, Tennessee with Jeannie Shrum, camp admin, and Brother Ben, the camp founder. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with us today. We're so excited at Life Church to learn more about what Lighthouse Christian Camp is doing. So thank you guys for taking time to spend with us here.
Thank you. We appreciate being here.
So Brother Ben, you founded Lighthouse Christian Camp, right?
Well, yes. I'd like to clarify that in that it's God that started it.
Sure.
And I heard what he said and I tried to obey.
Tell us when you started the camp and how you felt that call. When did that start?
In 1982, I ended up resigning from my job with Corps of Engineers and the church, and came back and cut some timber off the place and built 2 outhouses and took over half the house over here, what we call Camp 1 now. This is Camp 2 where we are now.
Okay.
And started camp with only the idea of just trying to get a camp started.
Right.
And then the next year, we had several church groups here, and we were providing a very primitive facility.
Sure, right.
As a matter of fact, the kids ate behind the house under the trees.
Yeah.
Just in open picnic tables. We had converted 2 barns to cabins for children to sleep in and built 2 little log cabins. And that was when God spoke and asked a question. And his question was, what are you going to do about those children that would never have the opportunity to come to camp, the forgotten in society, the needy, the poor, the ones in the projects? And so they were rough, tough kids out of the inner city Nashville.
These are kids who absolutely could not afford camp.
We just walked the streets down in some of the lower income areas in Nashville and just find a kid on the street and say, hey, you want to go to camp? But the main thing though was that bringing them, the focus was just to share the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Right.
And as that week progressed, we saw tremendous conversions, kids, and we were having fights and everything you can think of. That was going on, and separating kids, and there was fighting. And by the end of the week, most of the kids had turned their hearts around.
Wow.
They had called out to the Lord Jesus Christ.
Wow.
And gotten miraculously saved. And they were the ones that were fighting are now hugging each other and everything.
Yes.
And so at the end of that week, we had gotten a bus to bring them up from Nashville.
Right.
We had to get them back on the bus, and that was a big challenge because they were hiding in the woods. They were, they didn't want to go back.
Yeah.
And but we of course had to send them back. And when that bus pulled out, God spoke again, and He said, "Now you know why you're here."
Yeah.
And so I knew then that this camp would be devoted entirely throughout counties throughout Middle Tennessee and Nashville, for our kids to come free. And so
that was in 1983.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And so this will be was our 38th year.
Wow.
And no child is paid during those years.
Wow.
Thousands have come and thousands have been saved.
I mean, that's what I was thinking about, is the thousands of kids. Literally has to be thousands of kids who now know Jesus.
Yes.
And what's wild is I'm 35 years old, and I'm sitting here thinking about longer than I've been alive. You've been obedient doing this ministry here at Lighthouse, and I know that one of the greatest joys, if not the greatest joy, is leading someone else to Christ. And so I know that your heart is full, but we also want to thank you for the ministry work that you've been doing for 38 years now. That's incredible. So,
well, we brought kids all through those years from the Cookeville, Putnam County area, Upper Cumberland area, all the counties in the Middle Tennessee area, and still from Nashville also.
Wow, that's so wild. So one of the things that we heard about that you guys do is don't you provide the children with a sweatshirt each year for cold weather, is that right?
Well, back several years ago, God built the multi-purpose gym. I think you saw that.
Yes, beautiful facility.
That's for the follow-up program, and the goal was to have the first Christmas party in that gym for children, and that was in the late 80s. And we just tried to get some things together and have a group of kids here and give them light gifts under the tree.
Right.
We give them a camp t-shirt, something like that. And then God spoke again when he said, you're not allowing these children to experience the true meaning of Christmas, and that is give them the opportunity to make their own choices.
Gotcha.
And so I asked people to gather all kinds of unwrapped gifts, put them on tables. So then we started doing that, and now it's huge. We'll supply Christmas for 800 so kids. Our December the 7th will be our girls' party on Saturday.
Right.
We'll have close to 500 girls here.
Wow.
And they come from all the counties. Then the boys is December the 14th.
So 2 Christmas parties.
Yes.
With 800 kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the thing of it is, we knowing that these kids need to have items that are practical.
Sure.
Then we have jackets and shoes and all these things, but we give the kids play money so they can shop for themselves, but they're required to have to buy clothes and shoes too.
Wow.
But also knowing that some of the kids won't buy anything for themselves. We have toys and everything to buy for themselves. We still have the light gifts under the tree.
Gotcha.
Knowing also that a lot of these kids will come to the Christmas party and they'll just be in a short sleeve shirt and they'll be cold.
Yeah.
And maybe they won't buy a jacket.
Sure.
So
yeah.
we decided several years ago, wouldn't it be nice to give every child a hoodie, long sleeve hoodie, sweatshirt that would keep them warm.
So Jeannie, you're the camp admin here.
Yes.
So I want to talk to you more about this Christmas party program that you all do. Tell us more about how you find the kids that attend, and also how you raise funding for something like that. That's a big venture.
It is. It's a lot of money. Well, we find the kids because they've already come to camp. And so those kids are the ones that are invited back.
Gotcha.
We invite their siblings if they're of age 6. Is that correct still?
Okay.
They can come with that sibling.
Okay.
But they can't just bring a cousin. They have to be in the home.
Gotcha.
So that they can get that. So that's how we get the children here.
Okay.
Funding, we have churches that volunteer and give money. We have individual donors that give money. We have monthly members that give every month.
Talk about some of the stories or some of the experiences that you had at these Christmas parties of kids that come in and their lives get impacted by just the gifts or the love that they receive.
Some of them have never had a Christmas tree gift.
Wow.
So they will go through, I'm gonna cry. They go through and they shop.
That's okay.
And they shop for themselves because they've never had that love.
Wow. Wow. And it's so important. I don't want us to miss what happens, because we hear a lot about Christmas programs or programs that impact kids, and you guys do that all through the year. But I don't think we realize how many kids are in that situation right there, where there are no gifts. There is no love in their home. They're not provided with what so many of us just assume happens at Christmas. And so it's so important. I want to thank you guys again for the work that you're doing here. There is something at Life Church, and Jeannie, I'm sure you're aware of this and you've heard of it, but there's something at Life Church called the Dollar Club. And during the Dollar Club, what we do is every single month, we ask all of our campuses to give $1 extra, every person at every campus, because we know that alone, sometimes we can't give a whole lot. Alone, we can't make a really big difference sometimes. But we know that when we all band together under one cause in unity, that we can do something really, really incredible as a church. And so we do that every single month. And then what we do is we take all of those dollars and we combine them, and we pick a ministry every month or a need that we are aware of to support. And this month, the Lighthouse Christian Camp Christmas Party is our Dollar Club recipient.
That's awesome.
So what we went a little above and beyond on this one, and what we want to do is we want to sponsor the hoodies for every single child that comes through, all 800 kids.
Praise the Lord.
We want to sponsor those hoodies and take that financial burden off of you guys so that you can just do ministry and love on these kids and not have to worry about that at all.
Praise the Lord.
God is so good. He's working through you guys.
Thank you.
It is our pleasure. We love getting to partner with good ministry. We believe in sowing good seed, and we believe that this is good seed to sow into. And so we're so excited for what y'all are doing.
Thank you. God bless you.
Well, God bless you guys. This is great. We look forward to seeing you do many, many more years worth of ministry here. We think you've got about 38 more years in you, Brother Ben. What do you think?